What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you a video today to share with you some awesome gear that Adidas recently sent me that I wasn't necessarily expecting. So thank you so much to them for sending this out. It's always nice to get a cool surprise like this every once in a while. There's some soccer stuff, some training shoes, as well as some sneakers that I think a lot of you guys will be excited to see. Plus, I included one pair of Adidas sneakers that I picked up myself that are particularly cool and I think you guys will enjoy. So if you do end up enjoying this video, perhaps want to see more like it when at all possible, be sure to support the video with a like. And if you're watching my channel for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content, daily content on all kinds of soccer related stuff. The first thing that I have to show you is actually a pickup of my own that I'm really excited about. It is the Lightning Storm Pack colorway of the Adidas Nemesis Ultra Boost. So this is the Nemesis sneaker with the Ultra Boost bottom in the blacked out Lightning Storm Pack colorway. I tried to get these when they initially came out, but I missed out. They sold out pretty much instantly. Luckily, I ended up catching a very random restock of not just this colorway, but all three colorways to release of this shoe. I got a pair myself and through my email list, as well as various social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, I let you guys know about this restock as well. And a lot of you guys were also able to get these for retail because these things are selling, depending on the colorway, for $50 to $80 over. So very expensive to buy them in the resale market. They're already $200 as it is. I like this shoe not just because it's laceless. I think it's cool as a lifestyle sneaker, and that's really what this is intended as. Yes, it does have the Ultra Boost bottom, which is technically made for running, but this implementation, the way the shoe fits and feels on your feet, it's really just made as a lifestyle product, kind of mimicking, or I guess inspired by the design of the laceless Nemesis soccer cleat. You have the black on black Adidas stripes right there, which looks really cool. Very simple, a lot less loud than the other two colorways that they've released. Of course, it has the Ultra Boost heel counter in black plastic. And then I guess the signature of this colorway is the fact that it does have the black Boost sidewall, which I've personally never had a pair of black Boost sneakers at all. So really excited about these. They look quite good in person. Black rubber on the bottom, and you can see all the Boost that's not painted is exposed through the little cutouts here of this rubber, the Continental rubber, by the way, which is normally the usual white Boost color. So really cool sneaker. Very happy to get these. And again, the one colorway that out of the three, if I had to pick one, this would be the one that I wanted. On to the Adidas gifts, which the first thing they sent me was this sneaker right here. This is the Swift Run Primeknit. It's a brand new model from Adidas that is part of their Originals line, so it's technically not a performance product. It does look like a running shoe. It's made from Primeknit. You definitely could run in them, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying these as dedicated running shoes. It really is more of a lifestyle sneaker, and a very attractive one at that. Retail, I looked up, is $120 US, so they're not overly expensive, not overly cheap either, but it is a full Primeknit upper, which is a fairly premium thing, has a very sock-like feel to it. And the reason why I say this isn't really a performance product is because the Primeknit material itself really has no structure to it. It's pretty much just elasticated all the way throughout, just to give you a nice sock-like feel. The collar, as you can see, is fully elasticated as well. It kind of collapses in on itself when your foot isn't actually in the shoe. The colorway, pretty interesting. There's a few available as of right now. This being one of the more simple ones, but also with a little bit of color, and then it's kind of black and multicolor, I guess. So you have the multicolor stripes that are more noticeable across the forefoot and toe box, and then multicolor kind of just knitted into the black upper across the entire shoe. You also have the gray stripes there on the sides. You have the gray logo right there, black laces, as you guys can see. The back of the shoe, like I said, it's just pretty much all knitted material. There's a little bit of a liner on the inside just for the sake of comfort, so it's not overly rough against your heel, but for the most part it does feel like a sock on your feet, which is really nice. The midsole, very interesting. I believe this is new for this particular model. Fairly comfortable on the firmer side overall. Does not feel like Boost foam whatsoever, if that's something that you're wondering. And then pretty much a solid rubber outsole, pretty smooth as well. So again, more so geared towards lifestyle, casual wear, but overall, really like this shoe. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. The next sneaker they sent is this guy right here. This is the Adidas Nemesis Tango 17.1 TR. So another Nemesis-inspired lifestyle sneaker. Keep that in mind. This is not really intended as a performance product whatsoever. It's more so just a sneaker with the design inspiration from the Nemesis soccer cleat. So you can see the torsion tapes, you can see the Adidas stripes there, you can see the cut at the ankle, and of course, it's got that same kind of stripy design. This, of course, being the Ocean Storm Pack colorway. I did a dedicated review on the Launch Dust Storm Pack colorway, so if you want more details on the shoe in general, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen. Be sure to check that out. If you guys would be interested in a dedicated review on this particular shoe, or even the Nemesis Ultra Boost I showed you earlier, let me know down below in the comments, because that's definitely something that I can get to doing. But this colorway, it looks really cool, very flashy in that you have the light kind of teal blue color and the dark blue as the two main colors, pretty much throughout the entire upper, including the laces. Solid white midsole here, and then of course it has a little plastic piece on the side in teal, and then the entire bottom is that translucent teal as well, which looks really, really cool in person. So overall, very cool sneaker, fairly reasonably priced as well, with a retail price of, I believe, $120, which, considering the quality, considering the look of the shoe, honestly, I don't think that's that bad at all. And in terms of bang for your buck value, I think this is probably one of the best sneaker releases of 2017, at least for me personally. This next shoe they sent me, I'm really excited about trying out, because I personally never had a pair before, which I can't say about too many different shoes out there, and they are the Adidas Addi Power weightlifting shoes. So if you're familiar with Adidas soccer cleats, you've probably heard Addi Power before. It was one of the names of a Predator model. They still use it within the brand in obviously other lines of footwear, different sports, I guess. In this particular situation, these are specifically designed for weightlifting. Basically, any scenario where you're gonna be lifting very, very heavy weights while on your feet, these are intended to not necessarily facilitate that type of movement or that type of lift, but they are supposed to be somewhat helpful, which is why I'm kind of curious to try them out. The idea of a weightlifting shoe in a squatting application, as an example, which is mainly what I would be using these for, you can see that it's got this very kind of hardcore looking heel area. It's not actually a shock or some kind of cushioning. In fact, there's really no cushioning or compression to it whatsoever. It's basically like a hard rubbery plastic material. So the idea is that when you have a lot of weight on your shoulders when squatting, this isn't going to compress whatsoever. And you're also going to notice that it's thicker than what you'll find at the front, where it's basically just a flat rubber sole. So because it's actually thicker or higher in this area, there's a little bit of a heel lift, which kind of changes up the angle a little bit. That is supposed to reduce the pressure on your knees, which you can actually kind of experience this yourself if you just take some really thin weights and put them under your heels when you squat. It's supposed to be kind of along those sensations, but a lot more stable. You can see the bottom is completely flat. So again, stability is definitely in mind here. You can see the heel has a super flat base to it as well. No curvature whatsoever, so lots of stability. It's got a central lacing system, and then this big giant strap right here to, again, really hold your foot in place, keep it nice and secure. Very thin here, just solid rubber. There's not really any cushioning. These are not made for running. They're not made for jumping. They're simply made to lift really, really heavy things, which I'm excited to try in these. The next thing they sent me, I actually already made a video on. It is the Adidas X17.1 in this very bright solar yellow colorway. Not gonna talk about it too much in this video, but you guys get the idea. If you want more information, you wanna see the full review, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen. Be sure to go ahead and check it out. This next shoe is another sneaker that honestly I didn't really know anything about until they arrived at my door. It is the Pharrell Williams Tennis HU, which I believe the HU, which you can see the logo right there, stands for human race. Pharrell Williams, obviously being a music artist who's done some collaborations with Adidas in the past. The one that was based off the NMD that came out about a year ago, very limited, very expensive, crazy high resale prices. That was a really cool sneaker. I would have loved to get a pair of those, but because of the crazy resale prices, I just didn't end up doing it, couldn't justify it. But this is his new collaboration that is a lot more fairly priced, with $110 as the retail price. And I went on Adidas's website just to kind of figure out what these were. They're available in all kinds of different colorways, retail $110, and they're available in every single color, including this one right here. So they're not selling out like crazy. It's not a super hyped up shoe, but it's a very clean design, very, very comfortable to wear. And I think just a really well-priced sneaker in general. It's got tennis in the name, which I believe the inspiration here is kind of a modern Stan Smith to a certain extent. That's kind of the vibe I get from this with the overall shape of the shoe. Obviously, it's a one-piece upper, kind of a little bit Roshi run in my opinion, but these look a lot more premium, I would say. Just in terms of the look in hand when you see them in person. Online, they definitely don't look as good, but in person, I'm very, very impressed with the overall quality. It's got the dots for the Adidas stripes on top, or I guess knitted into the actual mesh upper. That's got a decent thickness to it overall. It feels very, very high quality. It's got these little strings that go all the way through, which is how the laces attach to the one-piece upper, which is kind of a cool way of doing things. A little tab right here, kind of the Stan Smith style tab right here on the back with the Pharrell Williams branding right there. This color being kind of like a almost like a pinkish brown, really, really interesting, very modern, clean look to it. And you also have that same color in the insole, which has some interesting design elements to it as well. There's a lot going on the insole, but it's fully glued in. I can't remove it to really show you guys, so that's about all you're gonna get to see, unfortunately. And then the midsole has this cool kind of, I guess, cutout pattern all the way through the midsole, the sides of it, as well as the bottom of it. And then you have the little rubber, I guess, inserts right here in the forefoot as well as at the heel in that pinkish brown color. So overall, really nice looking sneaker. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. The final sneaker that Adidas sent me is this guy right here, the Adidas Iniki runner. At least that's how I think you say it. You can see it right here in bronze, I-N-I-K-I. I'm not sure if this is based off of an older style sneaker and they added a boost bottom to it. It kind of looks like that, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm leaning more towards yes rather than no. But let me know if you know a little bit more down below in the comments. But this is a pretty cool sneaker in that you do get the old school style upper that does have some modern touches to it. It's a neoprene base that's very, very soft. Obviously you have the fused on Adidas stripes right there, which you wouldn't normally have. That would usually be kind of a leather overlay if this wasn't a true older style shoe. And then you have the suede kind of toe cap pieces right here, the suede going around the lacing, and then the suede at the back with the little leather insert as well. The materials all feel very, very high quality, and it's got pretty much no structure to it. So again, this is not a performance product at all. It's a lifestyle sneaker, but because it's so soft like this, they're just very comfortable on feet. And for travel purposes, because there's no plastic in the construction, you could basically just kind of like crush it down and it's just gonna pop back into shape. You don't have to worry about anything, which is really, really nice because they're not gonna take up a lot of space. It looks to have a regular tongue, but it's actually sewed on the inside, so you can actually wear these without tying the laces really, really tight, and they'll stay on your feet, which is nice. And then it basically just has the NMD bottom made from the Boost foam, thicker at the heel, kind of tapers towards the toe, and then the waffle cutout, or I guess rubber cutout bottom here where you see the white in between all the little cutouts. And the retail price is fairly reasonable at $120 US. All things considered, because I think the current NMDs, the NMD2 that you can buy right now, is like 160, 170 bucks. So they've gone up in price significantly. So to get that NMD bottom, which is really what's gonna make this shoe super, super comfortable, for 120 bucks, I think is fairly reasonable. And in this very simple kind of black and white colorway, it's just a clean looking shoe in my opinion. Anyways, guys, that is it for me in this video. Just want to say another quick thank you to Adidas for sending all of this out. I realized that this video was not all soccer related stuff. It was kind of 50-50, a lot of sneakers in there. But I feel like most of the people that watch my channel, if you're a boot enthusiast, you probably have some general interest in sneakers as well. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. If you have any questions for me, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I definitely will get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.